Monday.com short tutorial. Hello guys and welcome to this new tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to show you how simple and easy it is to use or create the chart view into your Monday.com workspace. So the process is going to be very easy. We are going to use the chart for, let's say here, comparing or doing a little recap about everything that we have. So the charts are going to be representing the tasks, the different, let's say, compensations or the different comparisons that you are going to have into your project. For example, you can go ahead and measure the effort of the employees or the team that you have if you're going to have a team that you're going to pay, basically. You can go ahead and use the charts to see how the progression that you're going to have into your project. For example, you have a progression, let's say here a tracker that you can go ahead and create a chart from it. You can go ahead and set up maybe the counting of the specific tasks that you have compared to the workers or the team that you have, numbers of course, and etc. So you can go ahead and use the tasks for different reasons, different options, and different, let's say here, options. Now, as you can see, we are on monday.com. We have signed in into our account and we have the access to the dashboard. Now, once you have the access to the dashboard, you need to add at least a workspace. And as you can see on the workspace of our, we have a one or two workspace, I think. Doesn't matter a lot. You have here, as you can see, some boards, some docs, and here some specific dashboards. Now, let's visit our specific project. So I'm going to have here this project. I'm going to show it to you. This is not a real project. This is only going to be a project that I have created with based on the specific examples that the monday.com gave me for example. And here we have it. Now, how we can add the chart. Basically, it is going to be named or used or found under the views. So if you're going to use a board, a project, or whatever, you're going to see at the header of that specific project board or something, you're going to see the views. So here, as you can see, we have the main table view, the Gantt view, the Kanban view, and etc. So also for the shorts, it is going to be a sort of view. So we're going to click on add view and you're going to see this extended or this drop down menu. We have table, Gantt, which is going to be in here, chart, calendar, Kanban, and etc. So I'm going to click on short. So it is going to basically add that specific view. And as you can see it in here, it is going to be simplified. So you can go ahead and make it a little bit bigger, or you can go ahead and make it a little bit smaller, depending on the liking of you. Now, how we can set up this specific, let's say, view of the chart. So I'm going basically to click on more options, and then we are going to have the option to make it a full screen, settings, or see the settings, rename it, duplicate it, dock it with the or dock this widget, export it, and etc. So we're going to head over to settings, and the settings are going to be the major key that you're going to use on the chart to set up the specific, let's say here calculations and also data. Now, as you can see, it is going to have the chart type. We have the x-axis, the y-axis, customization, benchmark lines, and groups. Now, let's start by the chart type. So we have, as you can see, the pies, we have the lines, bars, columns, areas, and bubbles. So you can go ahead and have, as you can see, this as a bar. So this is a colored bar. So this is going to be changed or used. So you can have here, for example, a stacked bar or 100% stacked bar. So I'm going to have it here in here or have the beginning stock bar, and we're going to head over the pie and see everything. So each one of the proportions of the pie is going to represent something. For example, here, as you can see, we have the status. And here, as you can see, the status of the specific, right there, let's say here, tasks. And I think that we have here the persons, and this is the person, and etc. Now, let's say that we are going to change the labels. So you can go ahead and change the labels or the values. So I can go ahead and head over here, for example, for the board. Let's begin with the board. I can go ahead and have the x-axis, which is going to be this, with the y-axis, which is going to be that. So we are going to compare here. As you can see, we have the x-axis, which is going to represent the status, and the y-axis, which is going to be a higher having the count items. So I'm going to remove that, and then we're going to have something else. For example, it is going to have here the countable items only. So for the x-axis, it is not going to have here the countable only, but we have a lot. For example, we're going to have maybe the groups, the names, and subtitles or sub-items. So I'm going to have here something that we are going to see the specific calculation of it. So let's start with the owners. So here, as you can see, we have only one owner. So which is going to be this person, which is me. If you are going to have here, for example, boards, you can go ahead and select different boards. For example, here we have names, boards, and whatever you want. So for example, here name, I don't know here. The name is here going to be the task names. For the axis, you can go ahead and see that we can go ahead and change something dependent on the count items. So it is going to be for this project. So you can go ahead and calculate the sum, the average, median, the minimum, or the max. So in here, we are going to have the ability to customize, as you can see here, the specific, let's say, chart. So I'm going to be back in here for maybe the board, and we're going to have another board, but maybe the name. So the status. This is the beginning here. So we are going to have the customize. You can set up the labels or edit the color and the text. So for example, for the as you can see here, the specific right there, the status. So you can go ahead and put them on only one color and etc. You can have also the sort by here, as you can see, the axis, the y-axis ascending, the y-axis descending, or whatever. So it is going to be sorting the specific chart of view. So you can go ahead and make it ascending or descending or whatever. So you can go have whatever you want. You can show the only the top or the bottom items. As you can see, these are going to only be the top and the bottoms. You can have the show of the cumulative data. And also, as you can see, you can go ahead and show the empty values. So, and for the benchmark line, you can go ahead and set up a color, a specific color for that benchmark line. Also put a number value for it, for example, like that. And then you can have it as much as you want. And for the groups, you can go ahead and have the groups of the specific project of yours that you have added. And then, as you can see, we're going to put it in work. So here we have all the groups, we have the task done, the channels, and everything. So that was one way to use the chart, as you can see. So you can change it to whatever you want. And also the settings are going to be changed, like the labels. In the previous, we've had the Y and X axis, but or in here, we are going to have here the proportions or the pie parts, as you can name it. So you can go ahead and change the view of them for sub items, for the owners, for the names and whatever. And depending on the name, you're going to have a percentage. Or for example, here you can go ahead and click on the percentage, have a specific, let's say, look of it, and then you're going to have in it. So basically, it is going to be something that you need to search for. You can go ahead and use the filters in here and also see the people by setting up the filter. Then you're going to have it in here. In my case, it is not going to work a lot because I have some limited, let's say, tasks or limited columns into my account. This is as much I can get for a specific example or sample from the platform that I have used from a template. But in your case, it should be more detailed than that. So basically that was pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed the content and I hope to see you soon on the next one.